you can ask your question live or you can use the chat room. So again, without further ado, I would like to invite our Regional Bureau Director, Dr. Dawit Bekele, for the welcome remarks. Up to you, Dawit.
Thank you, Victor. Good morning, good afternoon to all of you, wherever you are. It's a great pleasure to have you here together. I see that there are many people who have connected, so it's really a very important meeting for us. I'm really happy today since we are going to present to you the work of many people for many months. And you'll see that it really upgrades our training system. And training has always been at the heart of what we do, because in ISOC, we believe that what makes the internet are people. And for that, they need to be trained. For this reason, we have been focusing on the internet since maybe the establishment of ISOC some 30-something years ago. Maybe for those of you who have my age might remember the famous INET programs that have really changed the world, because before the INETs, very few countries had the technical knowledge to really work on the internet. But these INET trainings helped many people, especially from the developing world and also from countries such as the former Soviet republics, to learn about the technology and then promote the development of internet in their respective countries. More recently, under the African Regional Bureau in Africa, we had many face-to-face trainings that some of you, I'm sure, have benefited from. But we realized very quickly that the need is much more than what we can fulfill with the limited resources that we have. So we had to go online, and we realized that we can really do much more by doing the same trainings online than face-to-face. Especially that the networks in Africa and other parts of the world have really improved, and bandwidth is no more the problem that used to be. Today, the learning system that we are presenting is going to be a higher end of what we had. It's much easier and much more user-friendly, and I think the proper people will tell you more about how it works. So why does it matter? It matters because of it is important for what we want to do. And as you can see here, our strategic plan is based on three main objectives. The first thing is that we need to make the internet stronger. The internet needs our help to maintain its critical properties and be there for everyone. But for that, we need to know how we can make it stronger. We need to grow the internet, and we need to train more and more people in new areas about the internet. For example, one of our focus is community networks, and we train people on the internet technology, on community networks every day, because without the people, the equipment are worthless. And we need to empower people for action. And for that, as you can see here, we have to attract, we have to train, engage, and strengthen our whole community. Therefore, training is critical for what we do. And I'm really happy that we have such a great tool that will help us go forward faster. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dawit. So without further ado, I would like to invite Ronda, you have the floor. Ronda is in charge of our training and e-learning department, and she will be the one presenting not only what the department do, but most importantly, presenting the new learning platform. So you have the floor, Ronda.
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. It's so good to be here with everyone. Today, I'm actually representing Kenya. I have my Kitenge dress on. That's the country in Africa that I've lived in the longest. So hi to all my Kenyan brothers and sisters. Today, I'm super delighted as the global head of training and e-learning to take you through this presentation, to also give you an opportunity to view the new platform that my colleague Dawit was just speaking about, and also to give you an opportunity to ask any questions that you may have. So without further ado, I will switch now to my presentation. Great. So one of the things that Dawit talked about is that we are taking learning to the next level, and that is exactly what I'm here to do. I've been working in training and e-learning for over 15 years, and the Internet Society is the first place that I've come where the vision that I have for inclusive and accessible learning is actually being realized right now as I speak. So for me, it's a great honor to speak on this. I have to give thanks to my colleagues who have been working tirelessly with me since I joined the organization in January 2020. So without further ado, I'll reintroduce learning at the Internet Society. So, as you know, most of you are members of the Internet Society, so I won't spend much on this slide. But one of the things I do want to point out that is directly related to the Internet Society mission is the fact that one of our main mandates is to bring together communities, which most of you are working with my colleague Joyce and Victor to do that. But we bring together communities, particularly in my area of the organization, to help empower you. And that empowerment is through the provision of education and training opportunities to help you upskill and to help you to gain knowledge. So what does that mean in practice? Well, since 1992, the Internet Society has actually been involved in internet education. So as many of you know, we were founded by the people who created the internet, and to help understand and to help extend the value, the values and ideals that the Internet Society's co-founders had in mind. Part of the reason that we do our educational work is so that we have more people who can help us to spread the word about our mission and our values. So all of our courses that we currently offer cover three key areas of the internet industry. We look at the business aspects of the internet industry. We look at the technical aspects of the internet industry, but we also look at the policy and advocacy aspects of the internet industry. We do all three of these areas because all three of them are key to helping make sure that the internet is for everyone. And so when you join us in our courses, it will be very important to pay attention to that we try to make them as holistic as possible so that we touch on each of these three key skill areas. Related to that, a lot of the work that I'm doing currently, including with some colleagues in other departments, is helping to cultivate internet champions. That's where you all come in. All of you have the opportunity not only to be future internet leaders, but to be future champions of the internet. And so through the work that I do at Training and e-Learning, my main goal is to help prepare you for that future. It does not matter your age, it does not matter your gender, your location, your connectivity, your religion, your ability. None of that matters to me. I want everyone to have the opportunity to become a future internet leader. So this is also one of the main goals of my work. Separate from this, one of the things that I also want to emphasize is that even with these changes that are happening, all of our courses currently still remain free of cost. So I know that when you see the platform, you'll be like, oh my gosh, how can this be free? How can this be true? And it is, because the Internet Society and along with our partners are doing a lot of work to invest in all of you. And so with this, we really hope that we continue to see a lot of growth, not only in the Africa region, but also in the Middle East and North Africa in terms of the uptake for our courses. I'll make a special announcement later about the MENA region that will probably be of interest for many of you on this call. Okay, there we go. So what are the courses that we have on offer? I talked earlier about the 3 areas that we cover: the technical skills, the knowledge exchange, business policy and technical skills, and then also the advocacy skills. One of the things that I wanted to change when I came on board at the Internet Society was not just that you get knowledge from our courses, but that you also get practical skills. So in order for you all to become future leaders and to become future champions, you actually have to be able to practically do things in your community. Without the ability to practically do things, you'll never be able to help work with the Internet Society, with our 6 projects, to help realize the vision of the Internet being for everyone. So with that in mind, our current catalog of courses, which as you can see is actually growing, is grouped in these 3 areas. One of our most popular courses, Network Operations 1.0. We've been listening to a lot of your feedback over the years, and I'm delighted to say that my colleague Kevin Shege is leading the development of Network Operations 2.0, so a more advanced version of that course. So if you're on this call and you've taken NetOps 1.0 before, we hope you'll come back next year, because NetOps 2.0 is going to debut and it's going to help you take your skills even further. Also in the works, we have some more foundational courses for NetOps, local area networks. My colleague, Dr. Dawit Bekele, also talked about some of the new courses that are coming. The local area networks course is going to be almost like an entry-level course for those people who are thinking about being more involved in the technical aspects of the internet. That course right now is scheduled to debut either in October or November of this year. And that one, we really want as many people as possible, especially youth, especially women, to join on this course. Right now, we're seeing that in terms of the people who take the network operations course, it's heavily male. And so we want to have more balance. So all the ladies on the call, please, when you see local area networks become available, I hope you will join us there. Separate from the technical skills, we also have several courses in the knowledge exchange, business policy, and technical skills area. One of our most important longstanding courses is internet governance. So for those of you who are interested in learning more about the history of the internet, how it is managed, how it is currently governed, that is the course for you. And as I mentioned just moments ago, for our friends that are in the Middle East and North Africa who speak Arabic, we're actually going to be debuting for the first time ever at the Internet Society an Arabic language course that will be available in October of 2021. This course, the first one, will be internet governance, and it's very important that we have as many of you Arabic speakers as possible to join that course, because the more participation we have there, the more data I have to show, hey, the MENA region really has a strong demand for this language, and we'll be able to do even more courses in Arabic. So I hope all of you will encourage your friends, even if you're not in the MENA region yourself, if you tell your friends who speak Arabic, hey, the Internet Society is going to have a course in the Arabic language, that would be such a huge help to us to get out the word about this course. Another course that's currently in development, led by our Infrastructure and Community Development Project, is IXPs 2.0. So those of you who may work with or are involved in internet exchange points, this course is going to cover actually all three areas that I talked about. So policy, technical, and business. So this will be a very key course. It kind of builds on NetOps, local area networks, NetOps 2.0. And so it's kind of like at the higher end of things, but we're really excited about that course. We're actually working on it right now. And similar to the local area networks course, that should be debuting in October or November of this year. Two of the courses that actually happen to be my favorite because we got super innovative in how we developed them are the ISOC Foundation Grant Application and Project Management course, and then also the Chapters Management Essentials course. With the ISOC Foundation course, it's really special because it's the only course that I know of in this field that by the time you take it, you can have a grant application ready to submit. As many of you are probably already aware, the ISOC Foundation provides grants to various stakeholders around the world in areas that are important to the Internet Society and its mission. So that course, if you're really wondering, how can I make a really great grant application? Take that course because it will help you. It will give you lots of advice. And by the end, as I said, you'll actually have a completed grant application that you can use. For the Chapters Management Essentials, it's not just for people who lead a chapter. If you want to be a better chapter member, if you want to learn how to participate very well in the Internet Society, this course is for you. It has a lot of practical situations and circumstances that you can use to see, how can I give back? How can I do better? If you have, or if you live in a country where you don't currently have an Internet Society chapter, or your city doesn't have an Internet Society chapter, but it has a national chapter, it's also an opportunity to learn more about how to do that. So for all of you on this call as Internet Society members, definitely this is a key course for you to take up. Separate from this, when we go to our policy and advocacy courses, we have, again, 4 courses there, one of which is also super popular, encryption, where you learn a lot about how to advocate for and maintain encryption. This course is actually one of the few that's led by internal ISOC subject matter experts. These are the folks who have helped develop the content. They engage regularly with governments, and they provide realistic, concrete case studies that you're able to take and learn about as you do that course. Separate from that, we also have our Internet Way of Networking course, which tells you about the critical operating properties of the Internet. And then we also have privacy and digital footprints. Digital footprints is also one of the most popular courses offered by the Internet Society. I would strongly recommend that you take that course if you're interested in learning about how you can stay safe online. It's a good entry course to be able to learn the basics of staying safe online. And as a teacher, a former teacher myself, I can say that colleges, universities, primary schools, secondary schools, I have so many emails in my inbox from teachers who say that they actually use this content to help teach their learners about how to stay safe online. So it's a really great course, and I hope you'll sign up for that as well. So when do we offer our courses? We actually have 2 separate types of courses. Some of our courses are self-paced, which means that the enrollment is open 24/7 all year round. You are able to sign up at any time that you would like and to take that course. We also have courses that are moderated, which means that there is a moderator who helps facilitate the course along with a tutor who is a subject matter expert that when you have questions about the material, they meet with you once a week in a live Zoom session to help you think through any of your questions. So as you can see, in the earlier part of this year, we actually had quite a few courses. So how many of you were actually taking a course with us already this year? Can you raise your hand so I can see how many people have taken the course this year already? Sharif, I see you. Who else? Jeffrey, Daniel, Kelvin? Great. So already a lot of you can see that we have been doing this learning. What we have been doing with our learning to date has been on our Moodle platform. During the summer, we have been working really hard to translate everything to a new learning platform that is going to give us even more capabilities. So this break that you see in July and August is for that reason. We have been busy developing the new platform and putting our new courses there. So our registrations, when I give you the go-ahead, registrations are already open for all of our courses, for the self-paced courses, for the moderated courses. You can go ahead and sign up. Some of the courses that are coming up soon, right at the start of September, or actually August 30th, will be our encryption course, our internet governance course. Soon after that, we'll have NetOps 1.0, internet way of networking, and then also the mutually agreed norms for routing security, or manners course. Nonetheless, if you can't wait, all of our self-paced courses are open. And as I mentioned before in those special notes, October, we will have the Arabic language internet governance course, and then we'll also be debuting a new self-paced course called Secure Available Web Servers. That will be happening in 2022 alongside NetOps 2.0. Okay. All right. So I want to tell you just quickly a little bit more about the courses. Many of you in the community are always curious, I love the Internet Society. I want to support their mission, but how can I do that? At least 4 of the projects that are very important to the Internet Society's work have courses that are available online. One of the things that I just did 2 weeks ago, all of the people who took the manners course, the project was really, really keen to connect with the people who took the manners course. So what did I do? I asked them, hey, can the manners course connect directly with you? And just yesterday, I shared all of their contact details. They're going to be working to get these people who took the course more involved in the project, give them opportunities to collaborate, to do projects within their community, and so forth. We also have the Infrastructure and Community Development Project, the Internet Way of Networking Project, and of course, the Encryption Project. The Encryption Project, it would be a great opportunity if any of you want to take that course starting from August 30th, because in October is Global Encryption Day, and they're going to have huge events with people all around the world. So it would be great to see Africa, the Middle East, and North Africa represented in that. So please, if you really want closer relationships with our projects, please take the courses related to those projects. Right now, we have a total of 9 courses in our catalog. And as I already mentioned, we have 3 more that are in development. I'm also already planning for next year. I won't say much about the courses that we have coming next year, but I know you'll love them, because if you participated in the Learning Needs consultation last year, I got your opinion about the courses that you want to see. And so I'm helping to bring some of those to life. One of the things that I am most proud of, if you Google me and you know a little about my background, there are 3 things that you know about me. I'm a huge gender advocate, which does not mean I'm anti-men. It means I'm pro-women and men having gender balance. So this is one thing. Another thing is that my area of expertise is mobile learning. We heard you. Before, all of our courses were not accessible by mobile. Now, all of our courses are accessible by mobile phone. You can access them on a mobile web browser, or you can access them using a mobile app. So you can get connected very, very easily. Another thing is that when your course is downloaded on the mobile phone, so let's say you get Wi-Fi connectivity, you download that content. After you download the content, it will be available to you offline. I've lived in, 3 or 4 countries in Africa in my entire life. And so I know just how important that is to have the connectivity, but also when you don't have that connectivity, being able to access it offline. So the mobile learning experience is going to be incredible for all of you. Separate from that, I'm also someone who has a disability. So one of the things I'm super, super proud of is that not only is our learning platform WCAG compliant, that means that we're accessible for the web standards, those guidelines, but also every version of our course has a completely text-based format so that people who have any type of disability, whether that's neurodiversity like myself, whether that is physical, auditory, whatever. And we actually tested our platform with people who have disabilities to get their input so that we could make it even better. So I'm really, really proud of that. And I hope you'll also appreciate that. All of our courses are also available in 3 languages. So no more waiting. All of the courses from day one are English, Spanish, and French. So my Guineanos in Equatorial Guinea, if any of you are on this call, we also have Spanish for you. But we are also, as I mentioned earlier, going to be bringing Arabic language courses to the platform as well. In addition to this, every single course is going to be available in 3 formats. So for those of you who have really strong internet connectivity, you have the high bandwidth version of a course. The high bandwidth version has videos, audio recordings, other interactive features that is great for people with strong and stable internet connectivity. For those of you whose internet connectivity is not the best, but not the worst, we have a format that's called the low bandwidth format. It does not have all the videos, but it still has some images and also some interactive exercises. Our text-based version would be for those people who have really, really not great internet connectivity and/or they just want the most accessible learning experience possible. We actually did an external consultant that came and evaluated our courses. So we worked to earn the certification to make sure that they were accessible. So with the 3 languages, with the 3 formats, we want to make sure that all of you are able to benefit from taking courses with us. So how do you do it? Well, we have 2 web pages. Our first page, this link that you see here, internetsociety.org/learning, that web page is our homepage where you can learn more about learning at the Internet Society, what our courses are. You can access our course calendar. You can access the course catalog to read the descriptions of the courses. I really encourage you to do that if you have not already, because it can give you an idea of what course you should take first. You can develop a plan for which courses you want to take, particularly by the dates. Separate from this, if you want to go right now to register for our courses, you can actually do that because our platform is now open. The platform itself is learning.internetsociety.org. That's learning.internetsociety.org. At that website, you can log in. If you don't already have a profile on Member Nova with the Internet Society, you can register whether as a member of the Internet Society or as a guest, and then you can join us learning. Okay, I already mentioned some of these things in terms of the enhancements that we've made. One thing I also want to highlight for that mobile app is that the title of the mobile app is Go Learn. So if you look in the Google Play App Store or the App Store from Apple, search for Go Learn. And then when it asks you for the URL of your learning platform, you enter learning.internetsociety.org. So Go Learn, and then you enter learning.internetsociety.org, and you'll be able to get access to the platform. So far this year, I also wanted to take a moment. I think my colleagues on the call, Esther Kioni, who's my Kenyan sister based in Nairobi. We also have El Mustafa Benbihi, who's based in Morocco. We have done incredible things already this year. We have enrolled over 3,500 people in our courses, and they're popular. Right now, we have a 90% overall learner satisfaction rate, and also 95% of all people who took the survey said that the course is relevant for their work and relevant for their lives. Our goal this year, we need to get 8,300 people enrolled in our courses this year. So I really hope all of you on this call will enroll to help us reach that goal. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everyone, come online to learn with us. So without further ado, I'd like to do just a quick demonstration so you can see what it looks like on our platform, although I'm sure some of you are probably already checking it out for yourself. I'm going to pop there and show you very briefly. Okay, so when you sign into our new platform, you will notice, look, we got the 4 languages. I'm very serious about making sure that we're multilingual. And then we also have 3 catalogs. So depending on which language you prefer to use, we have our catalog of English courses. We have our Catálogo de Cursos for Spanish. And I'm not even going to try to say this in French because my French has a very American accent to it. So all of these courses are here and you're able to enroll in them. And as I said before, yes, they're currently free. So one of the courses I'll enroll into now, just to give you a sense of what it looks like, is our digital footprints course, which is in the French language, as you can see. Every single course has the information that tells you, okay, what is this course about? What will I learn? So on and so forth. It will also tell you which format the course is in. So in this case, this course is actually in the text-based version. And I actually want to switch that because I want to go to the non-text-based version so you can see a bit back. All right, and now my connection is going very slow. Okay, there we go. And I'm getting the sound of death from my laptop. So if I disappear, that will be what has happened to me. All right. Actually, I should make more sense of here. So when you get access, you'll also then see the content. So you'll see the title of the content so you can kind of preview what is going to happen in the course. When you want to enroll, just here, you see enroll. Now it's showing in English because of course my language is set to English, but when you enroll in the platform and your official language is French or Spanish, this will be in those languages. So if I one-click and enroll, okay, look at that, start learning now. You don't have to wait, you can get started straight away. So we start learning. And you see here, we still have that course description, and then we go to the content. This is actually the limited bandwidth version of the Chapters Management Essentials course. So if you look at how it looks, we have visuals, but then we also have mostly text. This means that if your connection, if it's going to be too expensive, or if your connection won't be able to cope with videos, this is what you need to get involved in because it's going to be the most beneficial connection for you. So all of these courses, as I mentioned earlier, has the 3 formats where you will be able to take the course. It's up to you to choose the format that you would like to take. If you are used to using videos, you should probably take the high bandwidth. If you're not used to using videos, low bandwidth or text-based is going to be the thing for you. So this platform, one of the things that we've also kind of added as an upgrade, if you want to tell other people about the course or to share the course with them, we also have social media integration. So you can share the course on Twitter, you can share the course on LinkedIn, you can tell everybody about the course, what you learned, anything like this to get people to join you. In our moderated courses as well, we also have the ability that your tutors, the people who are helping to facilitate the session, will be able to give you feedback based on the progress that they can see you taking. So another cool thing about this platform is that it's real-time data. So everything that you do, people can give you feedback because they can see it happening right now. And as you can see towards the bottom here is also the news feed. So what's new? I just enrolled in the Chapter Management Essentials course in French. So that's a platform. As you can see, it's a lot cleaner, it's a lot clearer, and more importantly, it's more accessible. So I really hope after this call, all of you will hop on and start registering for all of these courses and sharing them with all of your friends. So I'll return very quickly to my presentation. All right. So that was a quick demo. I know you'll also explore on your own. So now is the part of my presentation where we get to have a little fun. We're going to do a quiz. I'm not actually looking at the chat, so I'm asking my Internet Society colleagues to help me. I asked Victor, what would really motivate people to learn more about learning at Internet Society? And he said, everyone loves Internet Society branded merchandise. So for this quiz, we have it set up where we have 3 questions, and we have 3 questions and 4 options. The first person to type in the chat the correct answer will receive an isoc branded prize. We will work with you after this session to get your details for how we can send this merchandise to you. So I hope we'll have 3 lucky winners who hopefully you have been paying attention to my presentation so that you may know some of these answers. Some of the other questions, you have to think a little to get them correctly, okay? So I will repeat. I am going to share a question on the screen, and under the question will be 4 options. The first person to type in the chat the correct answer will get an isoc Internet Society branded prize, okay? If you understand those instructions, can I see a thumbs up reaction? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Give me some thumbs. Okay, thank you. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We don't want anyone to miss out on the prizes because they didn't understand. Thank you, everyone. Great. All right. Are you ready? And let me check the chat in case someone didn't understand and they are asking to understand. All right, I see thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Perfect. Here we go. Here's the quiz. I will not be involved in identifying the winner, so please do not come off of mute. Don't yell, nothing. Chill. All right, first question. For how many years has the Internet Society offered internet education to the world? All right, to my colleagues, who is the first winner? Victor?
Yes, we have the winner was so fast.
Who's the winner?
Let me make sure I can, my pronunciation is correct of your name, is Uni Hine. Uni
Hine. You are our winner. Uni, where are you based? Can you say which country you're in? Ethiopia. Cool, where Dawit is. Wonderful. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Uni.
So,
congratulations, Uni.
So that everyone knows, the Internet Society, if we started in 1992, we have been doing internet education for 29 years. So that means next year is our 30-year anniversary. And you can believe it, we're going to have even more fun activities coming from training and e-learning to celebrate the 30 years. All right, everybody get ready. You still have 2 opportunities, but these questions are a little more difficult, okay? Question 2. In what year was training first offered online by the Internet Society?
You guys are so fast.
So fast. I love it. I really love it.
Some have answered even before the question ended.
They did. Oh, I think I've gotten to the one, but I need you to confirm who you think
we have
it
the
is.
winner. Is Kevin, no, is Dixon Morandi.
Are you sure? I have someone
Christine,
else.
I need your help here to confirm.
I am confirming someone else. The name that I have, the correct answer to help everyone know what it is 2013. And the first person I'm seeing with 2013 is Bachu Japo. B-A-T-C-H-O-U.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. So, yay. And did I say that correctly, Bachu Japo?
Is Bachu Japo. So Eve Bachu Japo. Eve, where are you based?
Are you still here? Bachu.
And you can use the chat to type where you are based.
Yeah, you don't have to come off mute. Bachu, are you still here? Ah, you're in Cameroon.
Oh, that's
wonderful. Cool. A fellow countryman.
from Cameroon winning.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we got a prize winner in Ethiopia. We got one in Cameroon. Now, this is our last question, and this is the toughest of all of the questions, okay? Is everybody ready? All right. The next question, the final question. How many learners have enrolled in the Chapters Management Essentials course since May 2021? You have 4 options on the screen. Go, 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 go. Okay, let's see. I'm scrolling up. You guys are so fast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am impressed, and I am not easily impressed. Oh, let's see. Okay, Victor, who do you have as the winner? I think I have
Joel.
Yes, Joel Mina. You are correct with 150 people, which I wish it was 950, everyone. I really wish it was. That's from Kenya? Wow. It was the Kitenge that helped you, Joel. I'm your lucky charm. So now this is very important. Only 150 people, which we want to see even more people. So this is where you come in. How can you help this number grow? If I want to give you a look at our statistics. So when I mentioned earlier, the 3,500 people that have learned with us, this is the distribution. NetOps, by and far, our most popular course. Chapters comes in with the lowest number. And you know what? When I talked to Victor about that, I said, how is this possible? How are your chapter people not coming through and raising the numbers on that course? So I hope all of you, as I mentioned, you don't need to be a leader to take that course. I hope you will join in. It's 24/7, it's free, it's open, all of the formats. I hope you will join that course so that next time we do the quiz for the 30th anniversary of Internet Society, Internet Education, it will be 950. Maybe it will be 9,500. We have, I think probably now, what, 80,000 members, if not more. We really need to see all of these numbers go up. What these numbers show me is that not enough people know that we have these free courses. So I really hope all of you will help us to get the word out, especially for the chapters course. That's all thanks to the people. So huge congratulations to our 3 winners. As we said earlier, we will be in touch with you after this event so that we can make sure that you get your Internet Society branded merchandise. I personally would love it if you took a picture of yourself with the merchandise so that we can have it as motivation. Congratulations once again. All right, now we're at the time where you have the ability to ask me questions. What else would you like to know? The floor is open.
Hello.
We have had Ronda, Abubakar, Yusuf.
All right. So Abubakar, you said was first?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hi, Yusuf.
Yeah, it is Yusuf from Ghana chapter. Yeah, I want to make a little contribution to the why you don't have more people participating in the online course. I'm a learning designer. When you develop any online course, you have to market it. You have to publicize the course for many people to be aware of what the course is about. Our social media, fortunately for us, isoc, we have so many people who are isoc members, we have chapter members. They can get people to publicize the courses in their various chapter social media groups. We should have a clickable link, maybe on the Facebook, Twitter, and the rest, able to retweet the course, make it more popular. So can we adopt digital marketing to market the course that we create? Else, the course will be there, very rich course, but we have participants. So it's one of the ways you can market your course for more people to participate. And the people should be aware of the content of the course, the benefit of the course, what's the prospect of that course, right? So that's my take. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yusuf. And that's great feedback. We are going to start more formal marketing of the courses starting from next month, but we can also start now. So one of the things I can ask Victor to do, we have social media tiles that everyone can share. He can share those after this meeting. So if you want to help us get promoting, you can definitely do that. But yes, we will be doing that and sharing our course catalog and so forth. Thank you, Yusuf. Can I ask you to lower your hand? All right, on my screen up next, I see Nazar Nicholas with the question.
Yeah, can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, greetings from the slopes of Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania.
Habari.
My name's Nazar Nicholas. Yes, and my question is on my comment rather is on the course on digital footprint.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for something that has to do with digital space, security, internet security, and all that. Because one of the things that will be able to motivate common, ordinary individuals who are not Internet Society members to go online and learn about these courses is anything to do with security. And from where I sit, you will find that if I were to speak on behalf of the East African nations, there is a lot of issues to do with online criminals who are stealing people's money from their bank accounts and all that. So I believe if we were to put something on the courses that has something to do with internet security, how you can secure your transactions and whatnot, I think would be very helpful in terms of attracting the ordinary citizens, to join the courses. So I was looking more on that side. If we put something which has got to do with digital space or internet security, because if you put digital footprint, it is more technical, and it is not it doesn't carry the security itself. So my suggestion is that if we could change that a little bit and put internet security in there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nazar. So I probably should not say this, but I'm going to do it anyway, even if I get in trouble. But one of the courses that I'm currently working on for 2022 to get it together is internet security. Oh! And doing all of the things that you just talked about. So as I said, when we did the learning needs consultation in 2020, the internet security came up as one of the most requested courses. So this is why I'm working on that. So Nazar, it is in the pipeline. I agree with you. Please lower your hand so we can go to the next learner. I think Osei. Osei Manu.
Hi, greetings from Ghana. I'm Osei Keja from Ghana chapter. Please, I'm part of the IGF Ambassador Program, and will you reckon I take these courses concurrently with what I'm taking?
I think if you're trying to do that program, I know that the program itself is very demanding. So I think, for the self-paced courses, you could do that concurrently. But once we get to the moderated courses, that program will be over. So I think it's possible. Maybe not 2 moderated courses while you're in that program, but probably just a self-paced course will be okay.
All right, thanks very much.
You're welcome. Next up, Abubakar Sitan. And Osei, please lower your hand. Abubakar? Okay, they may be away. Next up, Silver. By the way, I love your name, Silver.
Oh, thank you very much. This is Silver Francis Onyi from Uganda. Thank you. Now, this is really interesting that you are for disability. I'm a person, I'm blind. Now, my question is, 1, what is a chapter? Then 2, how will people who cannot see, for example, women, blind women in Uganda in the rural settings, get on board and do these courses that are only in French, English, and a few other languages? Because this is serious. During COVID-19, there have been redundant. Not many have thought about their needs because they cannot see the screen. They cannot see, they cannot even type, they cannot, and they are extremely poor. Please come to our rescue.
Well, I'll let one of my colleagues in community engagement answer the first question about what a chapter is, and then I can answer the second question.
Yes, I can take that question very quickly. And thank you, Silva. And I'm happy to know that you are based in a country where we have a chapter. And I know the word chapter usually is confusing. For most of people, it's a chapter of a book. So for here, a chapter of the Internet Society is the local organization that is chartered to be the Internet Society in the country. So it generally gathers all individual members of the Internet Society in the country, those who share our vision and mission that Rwanda share in the beginning of the presentation. So Silva will truly encourage you to join our local chapter in Uganda if you are not a member of the chapter yet. And if you have any additional question, I will put my email here in the chat. I will be happy to connect you with our chapter, the leadership of our Uganda chapter. I believe most of them are here on this call. They can also connect with you directly. So thank you for that question. So it's not a chapter of a book, it's a local organization.
Victor, if I may jump in as well, Silver, we also have a special interest group on accessibility. We have actually, I believe Judith is on the call, at least I saw her earlier, who's part of the accessibility special interest group. So I would highly encourage you to actually connect with, she just mentioned something in the chat, so feel free to connect with Judith directly, or we can point you to the accessibility special interest group as well.
Thank you.
Okay, and Silver, to answer your question about the accessibility. So one of the people who tested our platform actually has a visual impairment and so uses a screen reader. A screen reader is a technology that reads aloud the text that is appearing on screen. So talking about the women in the rural areas in Uganda, obviously, yes, we have translated these into the lingua franca in most of these countries. And one of the things that we have seen other chapters take on the initiative to do, when they want content in a local language, they translate it themselves. So I would encourage you, if this is something you or anyone else in the Uganda chapter would like to do, it's very possible to do that so that they can have access at least that way. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Silver. Senkumba Kuroma.
Oui, bonjour tout le monde. Hein. Et moi, je vais parler en français. Et donc, l'interprétateur va
speaking in French.
Donc, ma question, c'est de savoir.
I would like to know the following. Very often we don't have information or enough information, especially that our national chapter doesn't have enough information. It's hard to hear him. I think he needs a microphone. I can't hear him, I'm sorry. So Internet of Things should be integrated as well. Also, there is a need for Internet security that needs to be covered. The interpreter apologizes because we couldn't get him. I'm sorry. We did our best.
I heard lots of blockchain. Victor, can you translate for me?
I was quickly switching here because I was in the English channels. Sankumba, est-ce que tu peux répéter ta question?
Can you repeat your question, please? Yeah, now it's better. Concerning the blockchains and Internet of Things, do you have a course specific to that? A course that is going to be introduced, especially that in Guinea, the youth is motivated, especially when it comes to these subject matters. The encryption is a source of interest. A lot of members want more in terms of blockchains and also regarding local networks. So blockchains and Internet of Things are required. Courses in these fields are required, especially by the youth.
For translating that question for me. So right now, that is not on our immediate roadmap. One of the things that we have to do when we are creating courses is to develop courses that align very closely to projects that we have at the Internet Society, and also ones that will really help to further our mission. Although the Internet Society has done some work with the Internet of Things, they have not done any work recently that I'm aware of. And so for this reason, we will take that as a suggestion in terms of what the community would like to see for a course, but it is not immediately on a roadmap, not just yet. And then Yaluvi Innocent, I did mention that we are working on an internet security course, which is what we're calling cybersecurity. So yes, we have that in the works. I see a sister, Andrea Rogaciano, if you want to come off mute to ask your question. Andrea? Okay, she may not be there. Julia.
Yes.
Hi, Julia.
Hi, Kitenge. How are you? Habari? Jambo.
Jambo.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Julia. I'm from Angola. So I need for the Angola chapter or the Lusophone country chapter to join. So now 2 days ago, I'm joined for the Canada chapter or feedback. I need that, please.
And can you repeat, what is your question?
I need to join for the chapter. So
okay.
yes. So I'm looking for the Angola chapter. I can't find the Mozambique chapter. I can't find. So I tried to join for the Portugal chapter. I didn't receive the feedback, and the Canada chapter, I didn't receive the feedback. So I need the help, please.
Thank you, Julia. Victor?
Thank you.
Thank you, Julia, for the question, and good to have you here. And this course was truly open to all our individual members in the Africa region. So we'll be happy to work with you and other members in Angola to start the chapter there. We don't have a chapter in Uganda yet, and we'll be really happy to work with you and other volunteers to start one. So I will put my email here in the chat, and we'll continue the conversation right after this.
Julia, it would be great to have you lead the new chapter in Angola. That would be fantastic.
Oh, okay. If I have the mandate to join, it's not problem. So if you have the Mozambique chapter, please, I need the link to join. Mozambique or
any Lusophone country, she's ready.
Yeah,
I think I am alone. I don't know. I'm alone on the Lusophone country. I don't know anyone.
No, we don't have a chapter in Mozambique yet, so that's why we will probably be happy to work with you to have our first Lusophone chapter in Africa, so that, as you just mentioned, other members from Mozambique or from Angola can join your chapter. So let's work on that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you
so much.
Julia. All right, next up, you don't have your name, but your Galaxy J6, which sounds even cooler. Galaxy J6, you're on a phone, your video is on, but he may not recognize that it's him. All right, Sharif Kante.
Thank you. I am speaking from Gambia. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you. I'm speaking from Gambia. I think the Internet Society is having a chapter in Gambia, if I can remember. If I'm wrong, you can correct me.
That I'm not sure about, Victor. Is there a Gambian chapter?
Yes, correct. Correct. We have a chapter in Gambia.
2019, 2020. I guess we have a conference, IGF at the Kadaba Beach Hotel here. I think I saw some members. If I can remember that. I don't know, Victor, if you can correct me.
Yes, I will be happy to connect you with the chapter leadership, and so that they can help you to be more involved. I'll be happy to do that.
Thank you. And then I'm concerned about the cost, about the cybersecurity. Is that like, are we paying the money, or it's like we're going to do the course for free?
Yes. So the plan is that it will be for free.
Okay. So it's going to be online courses, right?
That's correct. The Internet Society is probably not traveling for the foreseeable future due to the COVID-19 situation.
Okay, how much, how many months the course is going to take, or the duration of the course? About the cybersecurity?
So for that, we're still in the process of developing it. So we have not yet made any decisions about the length.
Then Victor, you can link me to the chapter Gambia, and then so that I can meet them, and then in case if I want to do the cybersecurity courses.
Correct, I will do that.
All right, thank you.
Great, thank you, Sharif. Beatrice Kaiden.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour tout le monde.
Hello, everyone.
Bonjour.
Hello, says Beatrice.
Oui, j'ai une question. Madame Nias depuis Sénégal, Dakar.
Oui, I'm from
je vais parler en
Sénégal.
français. Hein?
Dakar, I'm going to speak in French.
Donc, j'avais une question. Est-ce que vous avez un chapitre ici à Dakar, au Sénégal? Je suis intéressée par la sécurité de l'information, tout ce qui est cybersécurité. Et comment ça se passe?
How do we proceed with that? How does it take place exactly?
Victor, vous allez bien?
Victor, can you answer? How are you, Victor? Oui, I'm happy to see you here. Indeed, we have a chapter in Senegal, and it would be a pleasure to connect you with them. And we are developing a course on cybersecurity. It will be ready soon. We don't have details so far, but once it is available, we will get in touch with you.
Merci, moi aussi.
To hear your voice. So Someone said we need to promote and to do the marketing of our courses. But it's also good to have a marketing of our chapters as well. Some people don't even know that there are Internet Society chapters in the respective countries, and that would be great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Marie Tekel.
Alors, bonjour tout le monde.
Bonjour.
Bonjour Victor.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Victor.
Bonjour,
Can you hear
Paul.
me? Yes, hello, Paul. I can hear you. How are you doing, Victor?
Alors, je vais parler en français.
I'll be speaking in French. I wonder if you can hear me. Yes, we can hear you perfectly well, says Victor. As far as every chapter is concerned, we fight to have Internet accessible to everyone. The Pegasus history that has been developed par ENSO is such that people are being installed in our mobile phones without us knowing. They activate our cameras, they activate our microphones for any reason. This is this is a source of concern, and my country has been mentioned recently. As far as the topic of today is concerned, I'm really worried. Maybe we should protest against those actions. Internet is not there to spy on people, because there is a violation of our private life, of our privacy. So something has to be done at the level of chapters. People should understand that we are not their boy at home, and they should be respecting our presence on the web. So we want to be there without people spying on us. And recently, I have been following the course on digital footprint. This is a very good course, and this gave me further information about the site, and I would like to thank you. But is it possible to tell people not to follow us, not to spy on us all the time? Thank you so much. Thank you, says Victor. And I will bring a part or a partial answer. The colleague from Rwanda said that it is important to launch this course on cybersecurity. There is enthusiasm about it because privacy is of utmost importance. Mandela used to say education is powerful to transform the world. Education, internet or internet education is for internet society the best way to shape the future of internet or to transform internet. What you have mentioned gives an impetus to what we have been doing, to have informed internet users, and we need to educate users. So in order to facilitate communication, we need to preserve the intimacy of people, and what is missing is this education. So the public would use internet in order, but while being able to protect themselves. when they use internet. We don't want for internet society to provoke bad experiences. Some people don't have enough education, and we need to educate them on this and on secure internet. Maybe our colleagues can answer this.
Next up, Eric Nzida.
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Eric Nzita from Congo Kinshasa. My question is about some courses I've seen are on demand. So, how this will be? Could you organize a course on individual demand, or on group demand, or on chapter demand?
Yes, thank you for your question. So we have the self-paced courses, which means that anyone can take them at any time. If there is a course that is normally moderated with a tutor, if you want to organize a course for your chapter, this is possible, but we need a minimum of 25 participants. So for all of you who are in chapters or who may be leading chapters, one of the things I told Victor to tell all of you is that as long as you have minimum 25 people, yes, we can organize a bespoke course for your chapter. So if you want to do that, you can reach out either to Victor, or I'm putting also my email in the chat, that you can reach out and we can help to get this done, my team.
Thank you.
No problem, Eric. Thank you. Jack Rasul.
Thank you. You can hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My name is Jack. I'm actually from South Africa, Soweto. You know, the internet is very important, and I like what Internet Society is actually doing. But I just, you know, browsed over to the Internet Society's website, and I realized that part of Internet Society is to help societies, especially, you know, but my question is just this: how does the Internet Society actually help with growing the internet? And where do I come, you know, with this question is because in Soweto, you know, previously there was this company that came along and installed, you know, fiber, so that people can be able to connect to the internet. And I realized that many people didn't understand exactly what is fiber and the advantages that they're getting. Previously, I used to argue that, you know, we're not getting ADSL, you need to be on ADSL. If you use Wi-Fi, yes, it will help, but you must understand it's also got some, you know, limitations. I mean, you connect, but if you want to do online courses, you're going to have a problem. Right? Most of the people are fortunate enough to be closer to the tower and all that stuff. But with fiber, and I was explaining to people that with fiber, you've got all, you know, it's actually 20 megabits per second, you know, download speed, and 10 megabits per second, you know, upload speed for them to connect to that. But I realized there's a competition with networks, two networks that are existing. One, it's about, you know, some company that's offering, you know, some television broadcasted and all that stuff using satellite dishes and stuff like that. And people tend to buy into that, and they pay exactly the same amount to connect to entertainment. But when I was trying to explain to them that, look, if you can't afford to get onto the internet because you're paying for, you know, some, you know, pay TV and all that stuff, rather go for internet, especially when you have got kids that are studying and you really want them to have access to information. That one is going to be content that somebody puts on for you. I know that they do have some educational and programs, but with the internet, it's up to you now to decide exactly what you want. And you can be able to do your own, you know, search of the content that you really want to do there. And I ended up putting up some other people to connect to the internet using some other means, because they said the question, the issue was it's very expensive, you know, to pay for internet. And so I came up with a solution to say, look, if one of you connects to fiber.
Jack,
yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Your question was about how the internet society.
How does the internet society really helps? Because what I'm trying to say is that even when I tried to say, look, this is how you can try to connect to the internet, and I only connected 2 people, 3 people, but I ran out of devices. And then people came to me and said, well, how do you connect me also? But I don't have the devices. And I mentioned once, I mentioned internet. So I said, there's one organization that's doing, you know, trying to help people to connect to the internet. But I really don't know how the Internet Society is doing that. Now I can see that you are offering courses, but exactly how, you know, to help a person like me who is also pro-internet to say, how do we get people to connect to the internet?
Sure.
And, yeah.
So to answer your question, that's not actually my department. And I did ask a colleague, but I think he's already left this call. So what I would recommend, I shared my, Kevin, you're here.
He's coming back, Ronda.
Hi, yeah. Kevin. Do you want to speak briefly to Jack's question?
Hi, yes, sorry, I just stepped out briefly. What was the question again?
He said, how does the Internet Society connect people to the internet?
So there are various ways to answer that, but I'll say we don't really directly connect people to the internet. So what we provide is various ways of building capacity of those who provide internet connectivity. So for example, the trainings you've heard about today, many of them are geared towards the engineers who are going to design, develop, and maintain the internet for us to use. So we don't really provide connectivity. That would be something that your internet service provider, wherever you are, is going to do. What we do is work with different partners and organizations to empower those who build and design the internet. Yeah.
Okay. Great. All right. Next up, Olivier in Gimby. And we're at the time for it to end. Victor, are we okay to still go?
Hi, my name is. We can stop taking new questions. So those still have their hands up. They have been having that hand up for a very long time. So
sure,
let's give them the opportunity to ask their question. But so please be brief and go straight to their question so that we give opportunity to everyone to answer or to share the comment. So who is next, Ronda?
Olivier in Gimby.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Olivier from DRC. I have 2 questions. I wanted to know if the ASOC works with the local government. And my other question is to know if we have a DRC chapter for isoc, and if I can have his name.
Okay. Victor?
Yes, I have my email in the chat. I will just put it again and we can continue that conversation offline.
Okay, great. Thank you, Victor. Next up, Alejandro Pisanti. You've had your hand up for a while. Alejandro?
Don't forget to unmute.
Hi, Alejandro Pisanti here from Mexico. Can you hear me well? Very briefly, I wish to volunteer for the design and teaching of some parts of this course. I've been involved in business education for over 30 years. been a trustee of the Internet Society and have led some parts of the response to COVID in teaching at the higher education level and other institutions. Thanks. Congratulations for the effort.
Thank you, Alejandro. I shared my email in the chat. Feel free to share your CV through email, and I can liaise with the relevant teams. Next up, El Haji Dawuda.
Oh, thank you. Greetings from Senegal. And thank you for the opportunity. So just one question. I applied for the men's fellowship, but unfortunately, I was not selected. So what I want to know is how can I manage to meet the criteria, if there are any, so that I can match them to be for my application to be accepted. That was my question. Thank you.
Thank you. So I don't manage the fellowship, so I can't actually answer that question, unfortunately, El Haji. Sorry about that.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
No problem. Valentin Nasibu?
Ok. Bonsoir à tout le monde. Je vais parler en français. Je ne sais pas si vous m'écoutez.
I will speak in French. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, go ahead.
D'accord. Je suis Valentin Nassibou de la RDC.
My name is Valentin Nassibou from DRC. I have managed to join the chapter of DRC. I have a question regarding the interface, because the interface here is a bit demanding. So it is not very clear, I guess. The content of the interface is not very clear, and it is not very simple to use. This is what I found. It is not easy to find where the chapter of the DRC is. Just if you could put a list, just a simple list whereby you can list clearly the names of the chapters, because it is somehow difficult to find clearly the names of the chapter. I have a difficulty in finding the names of the chapters in the interface. And
qu'on termine d'abord de nous faire comprendre la question. Il y avait déjà d'autres personnes qui répondaient déjà à la question. Donc, on était un peu...
In fact, the rhythm was a bit fast, especially for us who are listening to the interpretation here saying it. The rhythm was a bit fast, the rhythm of the webinar.
C'est bien noté, nous allons agir dessus. Et désolé pour le retard dans l'interprétation pour les réponses. Mais je pense qu'on a aussi eu un francophone, donc je pense ça
But we also have one French-speaking colleague. Thank you for the comments.
Okay, should I go to the next person?
Yes, Ronda.
Okay.
We move to another person, Zakaria Hassan.
Oui, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, Victor.
Bonjour, Zakaria.
Hello.
C'est Hassan Zakariaou. Je suis du chapitre du Niger.
Hassan Zakariaou from Niger.
Donc, j'ai commencé déjà à entendre un certain nombre d'informations qui nous intéressent beaucoup parce qu'il y avait.
We have listened to some information that were very interesting for us. There was a person who asked a question about the different information. I have gotten information on the 25 people. I wanted to insist also on the awareness.
Quand on veut faire des formations,
when we are to conduct trainings at the level of the chapter of Niger, for example, if there are people who are interested in a certain number of modules, even if we do not reach the number 25, if we reach, for example, the 20 instead of 25, would it still be possible?
C'est ma première question.
What do you think? This is my first question.
En retard la conférence. Je voudrais savoir quel est le nouveau lien de la plateforme de formation.
And I wanted to know what is the new link of the platform also, since I joined late at the conference. Thank you. Thank you and good luck.
Merci beaucoup, Hassan.
Thank you so much, Hassan.
Did you get the question in English?
No.
So very quickly, Hassan would like to know if they managed to have 20 people to have a dedicated session on the learning platform. Would that be possible?
25 is the magic number.
Yes, yes.
25. 25. I think that's how you say it. 25. And last but certainly not least, Serge Dechi. Serge, are you there?
Donc, on attend Serge. Hassan, j'espère que ça ne doit pas être difficile pour vous, trop difficile de trouver 5 personnes supplémentaires pour avoir votre session.
I don't think that it would be difficult for you to find the 5 additional persons for the session, because we want for this platform not only to reach just a limited number of people, but rather a big number of people, so that it could meet the requirements of capacity building at the local level. So I think it would be easy for you to have 5 additional persons to join the training.
Les cours disponibles sur la plateforme à leur initiative de formation en
I think that there would be people who would be interested in receiving the courses.
En présentiel.
There are a lot of people who would rather the face-to-face trainings.
La formation en face à face de 2 jours peut se faire sur la plateforme que ma collègue Ronda vient de présenter.
But these trainings can be held also virtually.
En présentiel, un nombre réduit qui n'atteint pas les 25, plus un nombre.
So if we find people who are like a number that is less than 25 face-to-face, then this would be feasible. Yes, but as you said, 25 is the magical number.
All right. Since Serge did not give his last question, Nkoro has a hand up, and we'll give the last question to them.
So Nkoro.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, drive carefully though.
All right. Thank you. And I did really enjoy. I'm calling from Calabar, Nigeria. I'm one of the Nigerian chapter. Okay. My question goes to the new introduction of the online courses that have been introduced. Is there any way an app can be developed that can be used in a smartphone instead of just using a laptop or a system to go through your course alone? Because there are some people who don't want to spend much of the time using a laptop, or do prefer to use an Android phone. Can an app be developed to also manage the learning management system?
Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, there is an app. So my colleague Mustafa and I just shared that link in the chat. So there's an Android app and also an iPhone app. So yes, you can access by smartphone.
Oh, okay. That'll be fine. I would love that. Thanks for that.
No problem. So Victor, I think I will hand it over to you. I want to thank all 151 of you who stuck through as we've gone over by about 15 minutes. Of course, if you have further questions for me about e-learning, feel free to reach out at any time, or to any of the people on my team, Miss Esther Kioni in Nairobi, or El Mustafa bin Bihi in Morocco. Victor?
Merci. Thank you very much, Ronda. Thank you all very much for staying over time. This truly shows how important this area of training and learning is important to not only the Internet Society as an organization, but to our community. And then we truly value that, and we are working hard to satisfy that demand. And we are working together because building, promoting, and defending the Internet truly need, and I will call it an army of knowledgeable people, or people who truly matter all the issue around the Internet. And the training and e-learning is our way to respond to that. And we want the chapter, the individual member, any other organization to join us. The courses are free. The platform is free of use. So this is truly yours to support your local initiative on training, on capacity building. So thank you all. I think we broke the record in all our regional calls. So, and this
good
shows that the issue is truly important to everyone. So thank you very much for your engagement, for your comment and question. We did not have a chance to answer all of them. If not, we'll have to stay here for like 3 hours or 4 hours. So we will continue to answer those questions via emails. And I'll just stop here. Thank you all very much. And
thank you.
I will continue. And thank you to everyone who supported this call to happen. And to you for participating. And you can stay.